Just one day shy of the first anniversary of the explosion at Quarry Limited that claimed the lives of 4 and left several other employees nursing injuries, CEO of Quarry Limited, Rayneau Gajadhar, gives us an update on operations over the last year.
It has been extremely slow. It started off directly after the incident when they got permission to get back into the facility. One of the first things I did was to embark on some major improvements. And that was basically because I wanted to remove everything that would create memories of the incident that occurred. As you could see, maybe from your pictures taken before and your pictures now, you'd realize there are significant improvements in the whole facility. And we have improved it so that we could be better than we used to be. I think it did well because it doesn't lend itself to any memories of the incident. So when people come to work, nothing really bothers them in terms of the remembrance of what actually happened.
Following the explosion, several employees were away from work nursing injuries. But the CEO says everyone is back on the job.
We did everything in our power not to dismiss anybody. There were a couple of people who chose not to be around anymore. But I think there was just 2 people, and that we granted as well. Paid them off, and they left. However, they have requested to return to work, which once we are back into operations, we will take them back to work.
Is the matter still in litigation?
Yes, the matter is still in litigation. There are a few issues outstanding. As to the full details of it, the insurance is dealing with it, and I don't have the full details at this time.
Wednesday, 21st March 2018, marks the first anniversary of that terrible day. A memorial has been set up on the premises. The company took the initiative to suspend operations as they honor a solemn moment with a memorial service to celebrate the lives of lost employees Simon Strawn, Kim Kodra, Jude Skelly, and Darren Gabriel at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception at 2 p.m.
The significance of the service is to best bring together back all the employees of the RG group in remembrance of what has happened. It's very obvious that the people that we have lost are missed every day. They were key players in the whole organization, and therefore it will take some time before we could readjust to their being not there.
Family of the deceased are expected to be in attendance. Employees of the Rayneau Gajadhar group of companies paid tribute to workers Jude Skelly, Simon Strawn, Kim Kodra, and Darren Gabriel, who succumbed following injuries sustained during the March 21, 2017 explosion at their quarry in Cul-de-sac. The company took the decision to suspend operations Wednesday to allow staff members and family of the deceased to pay tribute to their memory 1 year following that fateful day. The 4 men were honored at a special service which took place at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception Wednesday.
Today is 1 year since we had the tragic passing of our 4 colleagues at the RG Quarry. So what we were doing today, we were having a service, not a mass, but a service in memory of those who passed.
For some employees, remembering their fallen colleagues this way was too emotional, so they chose not to attend the service. Nevertheless, they honored their former colleagues' memories at the worksite.
But there was a little gathering at one point in remembrance of the gentlemen in the quarry, because these are things that they used to do all the time, especially in the back by the river. There used to be little gatherings there where they would have little barbecues and stuff like that. So that was at one point in time to remember the lives of those who passed.
Over the last year, the company took the initiative to engage staff in debriefing sessions. They also hosted a health fair where several employees donated pints of blood to the mobile blood bank. The company has also reconstructed the worksite in an effort to erase the memories of what took place that fateful Tuesday in March 2017. While praising them for the poise with which they have handled the stressful situation at Quarry Limited over the past year, CEO Rayneau Gajadhar says his employees remain focused and supportive. Gajadhar says 1 year later, frustration is mounting as over 200 employees remain concerned about their jobs at the quarry. He disclosed that the company has done everything in its power to retain the workers, all while generating no income. He says in order for him to retain a full staff complement, he must get permission to use explosives once again.
Export is zero now, right? And we have not done anything. We have been able to sustain ourselves because we use other little forms of breaking, jackhammer, big excavators to break some just for our own use. But in terms of export and selling to the outside market, well, even the local market, it's a zero on that.
Gajadhar adds that stipulations required by authorities for obtaining a blasting permit have been met. However, he says he is still being denied that opportunity.
I personally have a blasting license. I have done my blasting course, both for shot firing and for blast design. I have the actual license, but for some reason, the police refuse to accept my license to give permission. So that is the situation here that we need to rectify.
Has RG Quarry met all the stipulations requested following the blasts in 2017?
We have done every single thing that they have asked us to do and more. The Labor Department was involved. The Labor Department has been on site a number of times. They have signed off, they have given permission. The Commissioner of Police himself has signed off and said go ahead. The only issue here is they refuse to accept my license, which I did my license in 1999, and they refuse to accept my license. And I don't want to say the reason why, or I don't want to figure what the reason why, but they refuse to accept my license as a valid license when I have presented it to them.
As time passes, the looming threat of job losses continue while RG Quarry awaits their permit. In spite of the setback that one aspect of the company still faces following the 2017 explosion at its cul-de-sac quarry, work continues within the RG Group. In an exclusive interview at the quarry Tuesday, the CEO says Rayneau Construction Industrial Products will have a new home along the Vidbutai Highway adjacent to automotive art.
We're now going to be doing an opening in maybe within the next 3 weeks in the Vidbutai area. But that Vidbutai one is going to be an equipment rental and sales division. So we're going to be renting equipment, all types of equipment, big, small, and selling as well. And the other section downstairs is going to be for building material sales, similar to what we have already existing. However, the upstairs section is we're going to be specialized in lights, bulbs, doors, windows, and ironmongery.
Gajadhar says limited choices contributed to this business foresight.
I've realized the lack of the choices that people really want in those fields. So the idea for me is to move into those fields and do it far better than we already have in St. Lucia.
Rayneau Construction Industrial Products will be opened to serve the general public in the coming weeks.